About to begin.
Ah, the Guild of Bandits and Affiliated Trades.
I'm an honorary member, Jim.
Yes, I saw your infamous after-dinner speech at last year's GBAT Awards. The following riot was really quite wonderful. Get your pre-match sequence ready. Welcome back, sports. The referee has been bribed. According to the clever feed, all guilds have been applied, so we took a good, clean, biased match.
I'm liking it. Ratings. This team has the advantage. Will they be able to capitalize on it? What's important is not the goblin, it's what he's hiding behind his back. Even a weak and cowardly midget can hurt you if he hits you with a 400-pound cannonball. Did you know that some cheerleaders get paid more than the players?
Is that a fact, Bob? Why?
Well, it's a question of what the fans are looking at. Who would you rather look at?
Can be so overrated. There's always room in sport for a scrap about this. The bigger they are,
The harder they punch.
with arms like a rocket's, there's only going to be one result in that spot. That's it. Pick up the ball. Apparently it's more difficult than it seems.
That ball moves faster than a snuffling with a rock.
better get up. Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
We've been muted this whole time, so none of the viewers heard my explanations of anything.
Oh, great.
Well, never mind. We're back. I'm gonna get everyone up.
So if listeners at home, the Fat Controller is the Fat Controller. The Thin Controller runs a narrow gauge intra-statal railway.
Yeah, the Reverend Charles Laxley is, well, generally known as the Reverend, and they own Trevor the Traction Engine, and Big Orchard and lots of other stuff. This is the Fat Clergyman. They are best explained along with who the Thin Clergyman is. The Thin Clergyman is the writer of Thomas the Tank Engine and Reverend W. Awdry. Self-inserted into his own work. Ooh. Well done, Reverend W. Awdry.
One less bribe for me.
Yeah. And the Fat Clergyman is his best friend, who also worked with him on like railway restoration projects and things. They show up in the books a lot. No one for Thomas to run over. How sad. Alright, Fat Controller goes there. Cyril, the Fogman, attacks. And doesn't do very well. I'm gonna stay next to them. Okay. Old Bailey, the other Fogman, is attacking. He doesn't have block, so it's push. Sir Takabushi Hideki, the Japanese equivalent of the Fat Controller, has a big top hat and suit and everything. That happened. Right, George Carlin. That's this is all terrible. Oh wait, that's less terrible. Go. Go! Right, I ran out of time, but at least I got someone there. I forgot that in this league we have only 2
minutes against
2 minutes. And also I forgot the ball was there.
Yeah, I thought you were about to commit to blitzing it when I saw Colin.
Yeah, well, I forgot. So this match, this goal is definitely yours, because I can't stop you now.
There's nothing better than hitting something smaller than
Womp.
Womp.
Womp. Not quite.
Well, you used a reroll on it, that's fine. You have more than I do, so I prefer it if you use them. Womp.
Oh dear. The crowd being so disappointed 3 times in a row.
Yeah, just nothing. Oh no, they're attacking the Fat Clergyman.
That's quite a mismatch, Bob.
I know. That weedy fella's gonna get splatted.
That's unfortunate.
That's someone. Okay. So I think...
Yep, got through there.
This guy's got
Got through there.
put a grasshopper to shit.
Not everyone can jump like that.
Now, of course, the 13th dimensional grand stratagem was that the ball would be carried to the thing by the conventional runner. Obviously, that didn't quite go as planned.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're still good. Oh! They're just running away. Okay.
Yes. Because they're important stuff for you to chase and foul.
Yes, I would try to kill them. That is true. Right, so... Right, I just need to commit violence. I can't stop them. So...
Because two big guys is always better than one.
It's just, get these people here, and, just get this person over here, and, what happens if we get someone over here?
More the merrier.
Nothing, apparently.
Apparently.
Nothing whatsoever.
The cost. Dedication is the key.
Oh well. I guess. What if I just do this? What if this happens? What if that happens?
The strength. Fortunately, fighting skills.
What if, like, what? What if, like, what if?
To make him suffer.
Useless, pointless. Nothing.
I don't even think Dirty Player would have helped. Wait, might have. The injury rule is 7. Then again, I don't know the injury table. I don't know if the fun stuff starts at 8.
Why not?
This is going to be decisive.
Oh, right, I need to,
Oh well.
Got himself out of a dangerous situation.
Well, nothing else to do. I've got to leave it to you to score.
Yes, by the rules of the league, I am required to score immediately now that there are no other worlds involved.
Yeah, I got tripped up by that earlier in the league.
So, how often do you find that you haven't done sound testing at the start of the stream? Oh! Bilateral. Oh.
Oh
What?
my god! 2 1s! All my bribes are gone.
Christ!
Yep, they're all gone.
Oh, right, I'm panicking.
What's the point of bribing the ref if they don't take your bribe? Look at that!
Actually, I kind of want to hide Gargamel now. Even though there's no actual reason to do that. Okay. So I straight up don't have enough people with sidestep to do a full court sweep there. Oh well. That'll have to do.
Hmm. Yeah, this seems fine. You get a bonus turn.
What? That thing I'm likely to use. So I think if I get 3 people on him, I can get Geralt to the point where he has to be fired for team value reasons.
The attacker has an assist.
Yay! Oh. Oh, the Reverend goes down.
Well,
Yeah, it's safe to go to.
tackle then. So, this will likely be fucking hilarious no matter what happens. Ooh, 6+ intercept.
That's usually the case.
I have a great respect for the durability
Well,
of dwarves.
George Carlin got knocked down.
Well, it's true that... no,
Honestly,
sorry,
mild
they're just
results
too
for the thingy bit.
ugly.
You know, I think the auto subtitles might have picked up all the time that we were muted, because that runs on a different system.
Huh.
Maybe.
I'm sure chat would have seen if they had.
Well, yeah, that's just whether people have subs turned on. That's not always the case. Okay, let's get some people moving. Begin the death.
That one's got fists bigger than ham joints.
Not death enough. Not happy with that. I know what I need to do. It's just really not great. Oh, for God's sakes!
Oh!
Alright, there goes Gem Cole goes down. Gem Cole, the driver of Trevor the Traction.
But this time, no miracles.
Really gave him a proper college try there.
We've been raided by Ajak Tyran. Hello. Hello there. Hello, I'm BadSpaceKing. Over there is Omegon. Just finishing up the finals of the Maid Bowl Losers League. The incredibly legitimate football team versus my team of dwarves and a steam engine.
Going for the ball. Can they pick it up?
Ah, the little Uzi sent you, eh? Well, thank you, Uzi. You lovely, cute little slime thing.
Excellent.
Nuffle has been screwing me over, but that's the way Nuffle does. Oh,
And sucked.
who even do I have?
Same clergyman.
Nothing.
That's what I get for playing conservative with bombs.
The player's
To be fair, you attacked my most valuable player.
his entire opponent.
It's a reasonable thing to do.
Smack.
Anyway, the Reverend W. Audrey has been knocked down by a big troll.
Two big goons that get together and fall on you. It can really hurt.
Oh, and now his best friend has been injured by another troll. Oh, they missed the next game. Oh well.
We need to go on.
And Archimedes still doesn't quite level up.
Nope.
Well,
Archimedes
Looks like
needs a
I'm dead.
touchdown for that.
looks like I'm gonna have to take a risk.
To be fair, this is one of my less strong players. Oh,
I'll accept it because it's funny.
it is funny. Oh, no injuries, nothing. It just fell off a stick.
I'm more serious because I was done with most of the rest of my turn anyways.
Yeah. Alright, nearly everyone's down. Oh, right, it actually did knock down the steamroller. It's just difficult to tell. It's just difficult to tell when that happens.
Yeah, the armor roll was because it failed to,
I didn't
Yes.
notice the armor roll. I just saw it go, and then be exactly the same. But, no,
Yeah,
I
that
need
could
to save my blitz, I think. I need to save my blitz for this. Go! Cyril!
Ball is a dangerous
That's
ball.
not good. They're not a sidestepper. Okay, I'll go with that. Oh no, you got tackle. Oh yes. Down you go. Come on. Got it this time. Okay.
Taking an interest in the ball.
Rerolling.
that's more like it.
Right. Oh, Bailey passes to the thin controller.
That is more of a passing game than I was expecting from dwarves. I guess the agility 3 is paying off and the lack of stunting.
Oh, agility 3 works quite well. That's why the runners have agility that isn't garbage. Go!
Yeah.
Run!
Yeah, I discovered this when playing the Plutonium Archivists in the other league, the actually legitimate entry that meant
Okay,
the maple.
they've made it the whole way without falling over. Get up.
Yeah.
Right, so
Might
I've
want
got
to
some
spend.
people on the
Yeah.
floor. who I'm going to get
Yeah, you
up.
might.
Despite the fact that they really can't get away. Actually, no, they could. Why not? Yeah!
I mean, the big thing is they're actively in more danger if they're on the floor next to the fanatic.
Yeah. Alright, done.
Which isn't normally the case. A lot of players are legitimately at reduced risk if they're on the floor.
You know what?
In most circumstances.
To avoid, like, tiny, crappy explanations during the match, I'll do a full one at the end.
Sure.
Cookie says, raid message. What is your raid message, Cookie? What is the message you have to give me? What is it? Oh. Well. I imagine
Is the message literally raid message?
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh! Oh, I see! I see.
Bit of a lull. What are you up to?
Think about what to have for lunch. Roast elf heart, baked halfling.
Yeah! Also, did you see that the animation of the ball went really weird when it threw that back?
I was not zoomed in, so did not
It
see
sort
that.
of looped around him in a circle like it was orbiting. Anyway, I have no choice. Off I go.
That's a touchdown. I'm so excited.
1-0. But now Thomas is leaving. Because the ref decided not to accept 2 of my 3 bribes.
I mean, you can say the refs are goblin. Clearly, they're biased.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
One team is lighter player, not a significant difference.
Oh, but ball handler.
Oh, I've only got 1 bribe left.
This is indeed a vital kick bomb. The team
Ball handler's more reliable.
And they're gone!
Time for one of the squads to step up and be on
And
the
get your chickies gone!
Oh, please, referee.
Oh, they're all gone!
Stop it, please.
The secret weapons are all gone.
I'd admire it.
Yeah, there's a magical Christmas land where you want to level up the bombardier
Stop
and
it,
then
please.
have him get a double and then have him get long pass so that he can just become an artillery piece at the back of the field.
That would be the
But-
best, wouldn't it? That would be great.
But a lot of stupid stuff has to happen for that to be the case.
Mm,
So it never actually happens.
you know what? I don't feel too bad about losing all those bribes earlier, because you did the same too.
I mean, I only brought 2 bribes.
Yeah, and they didn't work. At least the one for ball handler just now didn't work.
And like crimes are more of my 15. And I'm only 14 than of your 11. Right. So probably because he hasn't leveled up yet,
Oh?
and since I'm rolling to not fail rather than to conventionally. Oh, that makes it harder.
Are we in the stage of the game where we're actually having to think about what we're doing?
I'm always having to think about that.
We both gain a turn.
I think this is the first time I've seen Riot kick off other than at the start of Drive.
Well, it's happened now.
Start of half even.
Yeah. It's happened in the middle. Which is, I've never seen it either.
Okay, Gargamel is going to try to pick up the ball.
Scoops up the ball.
Succeeds. I mean, that is
That's-
probably the safest place.
course, doing it this way around means that I forfeit the most hilarious play.
Oh, yeah. That is the most hilarious play. Do it. Do it immediately.
I've seen these guys.
Yeah, it was. I realised afterwards that this means I can't fully go for the one-turn touchdown.
Oh. Oh, the KO'd. Bye. Right.
I mean, I could have played that better, but
It was
at
the
the
best
same
way.
time-
It was the best way.
it was certainly the funniest way.
Go! Oh, Bailey! They've got it!
Picked up the ball.
That's not their style. They must be up to something.
Go! Yeah! I didn't count as a turnover because he got it.
I have not seen a missed pass not ended a turnover yet. That's a first.
We've done it. We've done very interesting new things. Hooray! I probably want another person over there.
Captain's log. Ouch! Be careful with that thing. Alright.
No, I'm just gonna have to go with the one that sucks. Oh wait, no, that works. Off you go.
That place is so close to a wall.
Oh.
Oh, that was a mistake. No, I'll just follow anyway, because I can. That's very bad. Go!
Ooh. Don't think that makes the dodge any easier.
No, but I now that I'm considering that I can't do it, so. Die!
Huh. No.
Shame.
Simply stunning.
Player is about to get punched above
Good enough.
and below at the same time.
Why not? Oh well. Down they go. But there's still a body in the way, which is actually what I was more after. Just, you know, not there. Oh dear.
Now that's a holding maneuver if ever I saw one.
Oh, they didn't fall over.
Is this going to be enough to come out on top? This place
I guess that gets you there.
is weakness. That one's got fists bigger than ham joints.
Interesting.
On the edge of the field there, within grasping range of hands. And they're looking hungry.
Oh my god!
not what you might call ideal, but this is not an ideal play, but I don't have the most options right now.
We're going for the ball.
Ooh.
3 turns left, 1 reroll. What could possibly be worse?
I mean, it did turn out better. Right. Yeah, go!
He's coming to help his buddy. That's
Bad.
less the front of the ball, the easier it's going to be to move.
That's terrible. I think I just need some movement. Oh, 4+ on a handover.
I mean, yes, 3+ is the standard, and there's a goblin right there to interfere with the handover.
Yeah. Fuck it.
If the player is pushed, it will finish in the public. And in general, fans are much more dangerous than players.
Articulating spines.
They are down and surrounded by the opposing.
Oh. End turn. I just struck with a sudden impulse. I had to do it. I had to try. I had to try and beat up Jeffrey. It was required.
What, like legally?
Yeah, no, I had to do it. Had to be done.
Okay, so I can't do that because it defeats the whole purpose of the next trick.
Oh,
I've seen mushrooms.
too dumb to walk.
Times.
Oof.
That's the least risky way to do that.
That's a dangerous place to be.
Ow.
Sometimes.
Oh, oh, Cyril's injured.
Sorry. We're going to spend time.
Badly hurt. Alright.
Okay, so this gives me 2 dice to do the funniest thing possible.
Yeah, you succeed. Oh, damn it. That worked out really well for you. There's no
And I
one there.
even-
You're free to go. Oh. Alright. You are not getting their touchdown. That's something, at least.
The highest highs, the lowest lows.
It ain't happening, but it's fun. Alright, I think...
Wow.
Oh well. No one's getting a touchdown.
That's not a smart play on my part, actually. Yeah.
Because 2 big guys is always better than 1.
Oh, shame you can't bounce me into the bowl for fun times.
Ah, that's...
Nothing. Oh well, darn. Okay.
Donkey, my kingdom for a donkey.
Go!
Jeremiah.
The Reverend Audrey has KO'd a pogoist.
And maybe we will see him on the pitch later.
Useless. Rubbish. Pointless. Does nothing.
Not even the funniest result possible.
Yeah, it's just bad. Oh. Oh well, end. And that's the first half, everyone. First half over.
Hopefully 8 more turns left of the entire league.
Hopefully.
no one scores a touchdown that time, then it would be 8 more turns.
Yeah.
And if no one scores a touchdown at that time, then it goes to penalties.
Yeah. Which I've never witnessed, but I know has happened this league.
None of the knocked out players seem to have
I
awoken
think
in
you
time
can
for the next down.
access the
That must
replays
be
for
one
this
heck
league.
of a dream they
Yeah, well, it was in the winners bracket, I think,
Place that player before they lose any more.
so I can't,
Oh,
because I wasn't in the winners bracket.
This kick is crucial.
okay.
Wow, there's not a lot left. There's not a lot left. Unfortunately, 2 of the people you have left are trolls.
That's not that unfortunate.
No, it's unfortunate for me.
Ah. I mean, they're also, by a significant margin, the hardest to pick down so they stay down.
No, I completely understand why they're the ones who are here.
On unrelated note, I saw a Hotline Miami fan film.
That is unrelated.
Yeah.
Alright, this is just what I'm gonna have to go with, I think.
This is Unasaka.
Anyone? Okay, so I can just put someone in the way of the ball.
Yes. And when they fumble it, it won't be a turnover.
Yeah, there's no turn to over.
I've often wondered, Bob, who would win in a fight between you and Morgenthau?
Contractually, I'm not allowed to say, Jump. Suffice to say that the matter has already been settled.
Thank you for not fucking up. Oh, thank you. Go! Old Bay the second! Not good enough, but whatever. Bonk! Think Clergyman's going to remain there as sacrifice. Because they may well die.
I didn't know blood sacrifice was part of the Reverend W. Audrey strain of Christianity.
It reminds me
Oh.
of Merlin and the Great Unclean One.
We had Archimedes to it.
Yeah. Reverend Audrey's out for the remainder of this match. They're dumb.
Did this guy leave his brains in the dirt again?
Yeah.
Down. It's almost like you've cottoned on.
So long. Just one more step.
It's almost like you've noticed that my dwarves have a passing game.
Not even that, I just saw a target and went for it. Okay. So So Glenn can be a babysitter. And everyone else prepared to be landmines. And the short-term limit becomes less of a problem this far into the match.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I can just do that.
Yeah, smells like a good old fight.
Go! Go!
Players arrive to assist their team.
Go!
Unity is strength.
Bonk.
Not good enough.
They're getting up close and personal.
You need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
Yeah, I don't even have anybody to try and foul them. It's unfortunate.
They've gone into the opponent's tackle zone. Should be good.
Johnny. I think that is a correct pronunciation of that name. Actually. But I don't know Italian.
Remember, you need balls to score.
I mean, who does?
Put pressure
Italians,
on
presumably.
Italy is real?
Parts of it are.
On the edge of the field there, within grasping range of the fence.
Oh!
Looking hungry.
There's no harm in making the block on the ball.
Haha! The dodging dwarf play.
Kind of the point.
Prison dodgy dwarves.
Nope. No, not what I want to do there. That's what I want to do there.
Less pressure on the ball. It's a good move.
Last
The player
pass.
himself blocks. That's really
You want to
risky.
re-roll that?
Yeah, I do.
One less obstacle for a ball carrier. Tough good stuff.
I didn't have another way out, so why not?
I'm almost sad I didn't have to use up the, what's the name of the thingy? Diving tackle.
The bigger they are.
Because, yeah, you'd have needed 6s. I know it said you needed 4s, but diving tackle would have added 2.
Yeah.
Ah, good. He's got the ball. It's always embarrassing.
Who's
to
nice and
fumble.
disposable? Lynn's nice and disposable.
They switched possession of the ball.
And poorly positioned.
Ball transmitted. Easy.
Down.
And used up dodge for realty, so I can't compensate the reroll like if it was tackling.
Okay. How can I get it out of there?
Ooh!
Badly hurt.
Yeah. I mean, I should really have used the Apothecary since this is in principle the last game, but in theoretical continuing to use the team forever land, the Apothecary is strictly controlled.
Okay, need to whittle down how little whittle them down.
Whittling side. What a whittly dude, isn't there?
Go! Well,
Oh!
double skulls. Oh dear.
Welcome to Blood Bowl.
Oof.
This player should be brain transplanted.
Four plus. Ooh, got it. And they got out.
Now for what you might call a daring play.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Go on, eat them, 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 eat them.
What?
Oh, they got. Oh man, it worked.
Everything went.
And too ugly.
I don't understand.
It worked. How did that happen? Oh, it
Well,
is...
I rolled 2+, and then a 2+, and then a 3+, and then a 4+. Is what happened.
Yeah, you somehow succeeded.
I mean, the very first time I pulled that maneuver, it won me my first match of the first league. And the very second time I tried that maneuver, the troll ate the goblin.
I've never seen there be eaten yet, so I was really hoping it to happen. Oh well.
Oh!
Oh well. I think the match is yours.
That certainly seems to be likely. But I can't get him over there in one turn.
No, but I can't get to you if you move. Oh, you do what?
Those little blighters.
Oh, they're gonna eat them!
It's the landing that proves more.
They're
I
dead!
did not actually see those coming. I just.
They're dead!
I have reduced my team value successfully. See, an important part of Goblin team value management is taking stupid risks and letting nature take its course.
Okay, they're dead. They died. I was not expecting that.
I mean, really, I should have used reroll on some part of that
I
disaster.
mean, you could have just walked. You'd been fine. There was no way I could have caught up. Anyway, you're getting up because I need them to. The ball is very far away now, so my runners have a job. They really have their jobs cut out for them right now. I don't know, maybe the troll could pick up the ball, I don't know.
It's happened before. Special circumstances, but the ball was going bouncy bouncy in a crowd or something, and eventually Aristotle rolled a 6. And a touchdown, because fucked if I was gonna pass with agility 1.
Oh, down they go.
Again?
It happened again! Oh, they're dumb!
I've seen mushrooms that look smarter than that.
Well, I guess clearly I'm anticipating some kind of going to penalties and need to save rerolls for that.
Oh my god!
Probably should have rerolled that actually, but Loner.
Oh yeah, Loner. Oh god. Yeah, you got out.
Yeah, tackle only negates the dodge reroll.
Yeah. Oh! You might make it.
Maybe.
God, having to measure things out. Good grief. Go!
This
Gem
goes
Cole.
the same way again.
They're attacking the ball carrier.
Finally!
No, Jim. I'm watching the same match as you.
And he got tackle.
Yeah.
That's it. Aim for the ball carrier. Take them down.
That's actually what I needed.
And he took hold of the ball like an overfull tankard.
Fuck it!
It's your best shot. It was your best shot.
It was! I didn't have another. Thing is, I still technically have it. With the way Thin Controller is positioned.
I'm a little recklessness then.
Gutsy and brilliant. Taking the ball from right under the opposing team's nose.
Ooh.
All good.
Ooh.
Solid, if not spectacular play.
Let's see. Oh! Oh. They just went back down again. They just lifted him up and went, ooh.
Yeah, because the pass failed, so he fumbled, but then the landing roll was passed.
Yeah.
So I guess I shouldn't have tackled quite so hard, because that wasn't... That wasn't a chaos result or anything.
No, it just sort of happened.
Overrated. There's always room in sport for a scrap.
Okay, now I kind of have to do a reroll. I've bypassed.
Oh,
You have a reroll, it gets worse.
yes, it has happened. Many times. Right, I've got one chance. I've got to do it. It's got to be done.
Feels like that's not the best implementation.
That's even worse.
Does it have to be Jan Cole?
I need Old Bailey to be able to pass. So Old Bailey can't be the one to blitz.
Oh, this is to fully do a one-turn touchdown.
Yeah, that's all I've got. It's my only shot. I've got to do a one-turn touchdown. So...
A one-turn touchdown.
Du- 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 du. Alright, let's go! Ah!
Okay. Well, by the same token, the only way I'm pulling off the touchdown in time.
Yeah, is if you do this. And if you do, well, props to you. Ooh! Oh, someone's got it, but it's still turned over.
Yeah, it's a turnover because the ball came dropped. And now, overtime. And nobody's got any rerolls left.
No, they're all gone. Oh, but two of your knocked out people came back.
That team's apothecary must have the magic sponge this time. They're short of one player. That's a gap that can be filled.
Your choice.
This needs to be a hell of a check.
I see.
Blinky, one team's got some early knockouts back. They're
Not
down
many
to
left.
easy to replace.
Both of these teams are on the edge. This kick is crucial.
Frankly, this is still the best I think I can pull off. So... you get a
What?
different defense. Ow. That's gonna hurt.
Huh. Well, my trick wears it down.
Alright, lands immediately in front of Old Bailey. Honestly, I just need to see what happens. That will decide everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, I
Okay.
can't believe it. The dwarf player has gotten hold of the ball. I repeat, the dwarf player has gotten hold of the ball.
There's a load of trolls over there. There's way more goblins over there. Okay.
Are you sure fouls are the best trade-off here?
No, I just want to.
The impulse I understand.
It's like you think I'm playing to win or something.
Go, big guy. Trample all over him.
I guess I'm just projecting my usual assumptions, because why wouldn't you be playing to win?
I'm trying to just murder people. Maybe I'll win.
So Aristotle has block, so I could make this do nothing.
Yes. But pushing is probably better than absolutely nothing.
Okay. Finally can't get any closer. I can't really break through the cage without roll free.
Those players are very close. Smells like a fight is about
Well,
to happen.
poo.
Slippery right in the air. I'll just squash him next time.
That's it. Get in their face.
Ah. Huh.
This player should be brain transplanted.
Oh my god, they moved. They went somewhere.
I mean, that's meant to happen 5 times out of 6.
Sitting down. There'll be trouble with the Union with this player. Must really hurt.
Ooh, got followed by One Day Nation SCW. Okay. Let's commit some violence against this goblin. Didn't work.
Extremely didn't work.
Have to commit more violence.
Oh dear.
Have to commit more violence.
Now we're talking.
Now I have to commit more violence.
It's a Let's hope Nuffle is smiling on those blocking dice, Bob.
Nuffle's always smiling, Jim. Just don't always know which side he's supporting.
I'm too used to you being able to choose where you go now. I was like, why haven't you picked where you're going?
Yeah, you have to get used to some different conditions playing or facing different teams. Like, with Plutonium Archivists, I had to get used to actually having a ball game.
Smart for remaining upright. Pride comes
Right,
before-
I've officially run out of players who can do things.
Well, literally.
Well, that's a
So that
dodge.
5+ dodge is, I think, a 2+ dodge.
Yeah, it is.
Tacklesman? That's not a tacklesman. New dice, this has a decent chance of working.
Pressure gathering. If you kill the fool,
Whoa!
then you stop it from scoring.
I don't think that actually helps anyone.
I don't think that helps anyone at all.
Anyone at all. Anyone at all.
I mean, you can pick it up, but then they're kind of on their own. Oh, they're out!
Looks painful.
Ended in a running accident.
Yeah. To be fair, I've had my players die in running accidents before. Okay.
My first Pogua on my second game died that way.
Right.
And of course it was overshadowed by Paradise's Plague Beast dying outright in its second game.
Oh god, is this really what I'm doing? Really? Okay.
The ball is in the dwarf's rather big and ungainly hands.
Well, it's away from the troll, which is what I wanted. I'd rather have had it in my hands, but...
I've seen mushrooms that look
Okay.
Yep, they're not going anywhere.
Another player on the
Ball's not going anywhere apparently either.
No, that's staying exactly where it is. And all my ball handlers are next to trolls. So that's unfortunate.
There's a silver lining.
Oh wait, no, that one doesn't have a tackle zone anymore. Whee!
In fact, if you look closely
Neither
at
does
the
the other one.
controller, yeah, really stupid doesn't turn off until they successfully perform an action.
Little fella, you got to encourage the poor.
So if I never get round to giving them a command, they just remain really stupid.
Okay. No, I'm happy for that to be how it is. Oh well.
Okay. If it fails at step 1, this is the funniest play ever. Otherwise, it might still be for different reasons.
I see. I see. Oh! The troll fell over!
All that for the hope of throwing Gannady, who was more likely to pass the landing roll.
Yeah!
Yeah, I think it's fair to say some of the decisions I made there were with an eye towards putting on a good show, rather than winning in the most optimal way possible.
Well, it is what happened, and it was incredibly funny and amusing. And since it was broadcast, everyone will always remember what you did for them.
I mean, it's also that, as you alluded to, the LFC kind of cheated their way into the league, so I didn't want them to walk away with the cup.
Anyway, so I rolled a 4 on the money. Fan fact is the same. The fat clergyman, who didn't do anything and got knocked out, got MVP. And Gerald got MVP. So Gerald has leveled.
Gerald,
and so has the fat
one
clergyman.
who has the injury to his armor valley.
Yes. They're going to be level 3 now.
I think they're going to be fired, actually.
Well, too bad for Gerald, I guess. Well, that's that then. Top of the finals bracket B is Thomas and Friends, followed by the Legitimate Football Club.
Of course, I believe the League Master is still going to have to sign off on the result.
Yeah. Then we've got the AI Wood Elves.
It was so... They were so close to making it to the finals.
It's an AI team making it to the finals. Oh boy.
How's the missus, Bob?
Okay, so yeah. Well, that's
including my family's sacred gut plate. Cow.
that's that.
Did they already see it? Huh.
It's just been confirmed.
Yeah.
So wow. Okay. Yeah, and I can do the level as well. So let's do that right now.
The
Even though it
round
may not matter.
waiting confirmation, even though the match has been confirmed.
Yeah, it's been confirmed. Doing it. I'm leveling up now. The fat clergyman is leveling while he's incredibly injured and missing the next game because his eye got gouged out. Oh shit! I rolled a 12! Oh fuck! What does he want? What does the fat clergyman want? Oh, I could just increase his strength. Make him strength 4. Or... Oh wait, no, hold on. Blodge. He's a blodge dwarf now. He's a blodge. Either the strength or the blodge. What do you think is better?
The strength is the much rarer thing to come
It
up.
is much rarer. Yeah.
We're past
And
the
strength
XP
is
sponsoring
actually,
you were
it
playing,
makes
Well,
a lot
policy
of difference
free
from 3 to 4.
manufacturer. No,
It really does.
no idea where
And now I'm not allowed to fire Gerald until he gets at least one more level.
Yeah, strength.
Because he
is-
rolled doubles. Okay.
Okay. And, Fat Clergyman's out for now. I have 130k. Maybe I'll finally buy my second re-roll. I don't know. I've had one this entire time.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to accept the randomly generated name because it starts with G, so it's on theme.
No, yeah, that seems reasonable then.
Not that I know why I'm buying new gobbos to replace the roster when theoretically the LFC is never
we're done.
here again.
But theoretically, it's over. But alright, I said I was gonna go through everything now that the match is over, so I don't have to do it in the middle of a match. And I will. So, okay. Let's go through the various deep cuts into Thomas the Tank Engine lore that this team provides us with. Okay. So, we have here our Sudrian team, named people from the island of Sodor. All of them are, except a couple, who are not, for reasons that will be explained. Anyway, so the Nil cum simile is the motto of the Northwestern Railway, which I cannot exactly remember the translation of right now. Oh, it means there's nothing quite like it.
Nothing quite like what? It's a question for the ages.
I mean, I don't know. They might be referring to themselves as a railway, but they could be referring to anything. Who knows? So here we have Thomas, who has had 5 XP for quite a long time, and had nothing happen to them, and have never killed anyone, or injured anyone at all in the entire league. They got an MVP once. That was it. I think we know who they are. We have here the Fat Controller. As stated, there have been 3 of them. Each of them the son of the prior one. But, you know, there's just one person we're going to talk here with that one. That's them. Following that, we have our other man, Sir Takabushi Hideki. This is an incredibly deep cut, in that they are a manager of a Japanese railway. Let me just put an image in the chat of what they look like, or I'll just put it on stream. No, I'll put it in the chat. I'll do both. Because I can. Yeah. There. This is what they look like. That's Sir Takabushi Hideki. I'm just pulling up sources to make sure I've got everything right. They appear literally in one movie in one region and nowhere else. They exclusively appear in the Japanese version of one of the Thomas movies, and that's it. But hey, they're a manager of a Japanese railway, and they're a friend of Sir Topham. That's good enough for me. Okay. Then on to the Thin Controller. Previously mentioned, the owner of the well, not the owner, the manager of the narrow gauge railways. The actual owner is, I believe, one of the dukes of Sodor. But they can't run it themselves, so they got someone else to do it.
Heaven defend you, leave a duke to run anything.
Yeah, well, yeah, why would we? That would be a disaster. So yes, then we have Old Bailey, who is a old, gravelly man who lives by himself around an abandoned station for some reason that he used to work at. And he is a fogman, and then later took over the station after shit happened, and it got restored. Jem Cole drives a traction engine. That's the end of Jem Cole. Reverend Charles Laxley is a reverend on the island of Sodor. He does lots of things. He does lots of children's events and shit, because apparently he gives a shit about the community or something. And is a steam enthusiast, and bought a Trevor the Traction engine to prevent them being broken up for scrap. Because that's basically murder. But, you know, that's a bit weird, you know, that just these living creatures being just, you know, no longer useful for work, so they're just killed. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, sounds fucked up when you put it like that.
It's pretty fucked up, isn't it? You've made sentient life, built their entire engineered their entire culture to be about how useful they are to their creators. And then, when the creators decide they aren't useful, they are disposed of.
But enough about the treatment of animals under capitalism.
Yeah, enough about that. We're talking about steam engines. Then we have Cyril. They're also a fogman. They turned up, like, in one episode about a fogman who was him, and how he was being replaced by an automatic machine, which ended up being worse than just him. And that's it. That's the story of Cyril.
They've got so many twerps.
Then we have George
coming
Carlin.
from
I was tempted to put Mr. Conductor, i.e. the host of the American export of Thomas the Tank Engine, Shining Time Station, who he also played, but he was also the narrator for the Americans for quite a number of years. Which is pretty wild when you think about George Carlin's usual material. Then we have the Thin Clergyman, who is the Reverend W. Awdry himself, is self-inserted into his own books. He also actually shows up in the CGI TV series later on. And the Fat Clergyman, his friend, who I cannot remember his real-life name right now, and also was the person to find Duke the Lost Engine by being such a big fat fuck that he fell through the ceiling of the shed where he was buried. But hey, it all worked out. And then we have King Godred. You may notice he is a berserker. This is not without cause. So, yeah. So King Godred was a king of Sodor in, like, I think it was, like, sometime in the Middle Ages.
Yeah. Always wear
And,
you never know who might be looking.
You know, it was he was actually one of the more peaceful people in charge, but, you know, there was still loads of wars and shit, and he still murdered a lot of people, because that's what happens in Middle Age wars. And at some point, all of his stuff got stolen, and it got hidden. There's a film about finding that stuff. But because he's been dead since, like, the 11th century, his ghost has joined the team. To promptly get knocked out and then not do anything. And now they're back.
Don't forget, Coach,
and the
you
remaining
need to maintain your home
the
state.
remaining deep cut is Caldy Fell Stadium. It is named after, well, it is a mountain on Sodor. It is the highest point on the island. It's also where the mountain railway is, which we never see in the show ever. And it is named that. When translated from the native Sudric, it means the mountain of the companion of God. Because Saint Machan, the patron saint, lived in a cave in the side of the mountain, sometime in the 6th century. I think there's another reason why it's called that, but there's like a bit more reasons why, but that's what I can remember off the top of my head. The history of Sodor's a bit fucked up. Anyway. Well, that's every little thing I shoved into this team that nobody but me would get. But, you know, I felt as the final match, I kind of had to lay it all out there. Alright, well, I guess we're done.
That's
the end of the Maid Bowl League Season 3.
I'm looking forward to these next few matches.
Yeah, because the finals of the winners have already taken place, and I believe Greb was the winner. Pretty ridiculous match at the end. But hey, we're done. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Alright, where's people? Oh yeah, speaking of certain lizards.
What about
I believe they're still online themselves.
Yeah.
How about that? We're gonna go see Ig. They're currently taking on the form of Dave the Diver. They seem to be interacting with sea people. I haven't got that far in Dave, so that's a bit weird. But whatever. Oh god, my throat's starting to... the strepsils and stopped being enough. Okay, we're just gonna go. Just gonna go immediately. Anything you want to say, Omegon?
Level.
Alright, that's our raid message. Our raid message is blibble. Alright, we're going. Bye.
Bye-bye. And there goes the riot.